better daily, where we work hard in our minds, bodies, and our spirits to become 1% better every single day. Download the app and join our Betterment family at betterdaily.life to catch the video version of these podcasts. Here's your host and my dad, Alex Van Houten.
What is up, Betterment family? I am Coach Alex Van Houten, and this is Flex Friday. I hope you're super stoked about Flex Friday because this week we're going to be going through the TRX Row. Now, up until this point, most of the time that I go live on Flex Friday, I work through a exercise that you need minimal, if no, equipment for. And today we're going to be going through a move that does require a specific piece of equipment, but it's relatively inexpensive. And when it comes to home gym settings and whatnot, I highly, highly recommend it. Even in a larger gym facility setting, I highly recommend this piece of equipment. And if you want more of the exercises with equipment in them, you can check those out in the Better Daily exclusive resources. In the app, there's those three little lines in the bottom right. You click that and then hit exclusive resources, and we have an exercise library with dumbbells and barbells and all the bells. Actually, I don't do a lot of kettlebell yet. We're working on that. Turkish get-ups, snatches, kettlebell swings, single arm presses. The sky's the limit. Those are excellent exercises. But today, we're going through the TRX Row. And this is a powerful and important exercise. In fact, I start most of my clients almost in any phase of training with a TRX Row on upper body days, because TRX Row is a powerful way to get the lats, the traps, the biceps, and the core working together as a unit. So lats are that big muscle in your back. It actually connects right here at the base of the lower back, your erector spinae, and it goes all the way, well, it doesn't connect at the erector spinae, it connects at the spine, but near the erector spinae down here. And then it goes all the way across the back and then inserts right here, right in the back of your arm. And so it's a very huge muscle. It spans your entire back, right? And the bulk of the muscle is actually right here. That's the bulk of your muscle. Now, the lat's job is actually to create stability and strength across the entire back. And technically, it does what's called shoulder depression. It takes the shoulder joint, and instead of the shoulders being up in your ears, when the lat is flexed, the shoulders come down. And it's also part of the shoulder retraction, your ability to pull both of your shoulders behind you. And so developing your lats is a great way to improve your posture. It also helps to save your lower back in things like walking, jogging, or running. And the lat musculature itself is a powerful way to shape the body, right? So if somebody's shaped in such a way that their shoulders look a little broader and their waist looks a little slimmer, part of that is actually lat development. If your lats are developed, you actually have a little bit of a taper, a little bit of you could call it like an upside-down Christmas tree thing going on. And this is true for both men and women. It helps the waist appear a little smaller to people looking at you, and also helps your shoulders look a little wider, if that's something that you're into. So the TRX Row is a powerful exercise. I'm going to show it to you and then talk through some of the things that people need to remember when they get doing the TRX Row to get the most out of it, right? So first, relatively simple way to get into an exercise here. You just grab your handles, and I have mine anchored into a stud here in my garage gym, but most TRX actually come with door anchors as well. You can anchor them into a sturdy door, like an exterior door. Shut that door, and then boom, you've got an automatic TRX setup. Or you can wrap it around a tree limb if you're working out outside. So anyway, we're right here. Your head and chest is up nice and tall. The further forward you walk, the harder this exercise gets because you have more weight on your arms. Okay, so our head and chest is up nice and tall. We're right here. We're gonna hands are pronated. We're gonna pull up hard. Rah! Squeeze those shoulder blades behind us, and then with control, go nice and easy on the way back down. Notice my hands rotate. They face my body here at the top. Nice and easy on the way down. There are a few primary sins of the TRX, and one of them is slack. So if you do a TRX row, don't come up with slack and then come back down. Come up with slack and then come back down. Your job, one of the things that will make this a smoother movement for you, is to keep the TRX with tension on it, just like this. Tension on the TRX, Nice and strong on the way down. Tension on the TRX. Nice and strong on the way down. So that's the TRX row. Now, there's a couple things I want you to notice, right? If this exercise is primarily for your back, because your lats are involved, your traps are involved, your rhomboids are involved, if it's primarily for your back, that's what I want you to be focusing on, right? Because one of the things people do wrong in just about any row, whether it's a machine, barbell, dumbbell, TRX, is that they focus on the biceps. They're really working on pulling with the biceps, right? So that would look like this. If I'm here, and I'm pulling with my biceps, look how my back's not moving. See how my shoulders are up kind of into my ears and they're rolled forward, right? Instead, if I take my chest and I push it up, and instead of worrying about bending my arms, I'm actually worrying about squeezing my shoulder blades together. See how the movement changes? Instead of this, I get this. And one of the cues that I use to help my clients wrap their head around that is to focus on your elbows rather than your hands. When you're holding onto the TRX, you think about your hands and you're trying to pull yourself up to your hands. Instead of that, think about your elbow. Because what happens is when you think about your elbow, when you drive your elbow back, you automatically get a nice squeeze in the shoulder blades there, and you'll activate your back muscles. Another thing that happens in rows specifically, but TRX row, is the grip. So when people are grabbing onto the TRX, oftentimes they're relying on their pointer finger and their middle finger. Those are your strong fingers, right? So you're right here and you're like, hold on tight, don't fall off, right? I mean, obviously I don't want you to fall off, but you're going to get a lot more activation out of your back. If you actually focus hard on squeezing through your pinkies. Okay, I know that sounds crazy, but when I ask my clients to squeeze through their pinkies, they notice that they feel their lats a lot more deeply and get more activation out of it. Part of that is because the nerve that runs through your pinky and ring finger there, that also happens to run through those muscles as well, and you activate a few more of those back muscles by squeezing through the pinkies and keeping that grip fully strong, not just concentrated on your pointer, middle, and thumb. So, we're here in the TRX. We're not rowing with just our biceps, we're rowing with our whole back. And then we take the cue, squeeze through your pinkies. Man, and I can feel that right there. It's wonderful. Squeeze nice and strong through the pinkies and get those lats engaged. Give yourself a nice full strong set. And come on back down. So, the question is, how many of those do you need to be doing? And how often, right? So, working your back is best done 1 or 2 times a week and not overdoing it, because your back muscles are an extremely important part of great posture. If you overwork your back, one of the things that you'll find is that your shoulders will get really upset with you, your lower back will get really upset with you, because your back isn't in a good recovered position to stabilize your shoulders or your back when you do other things, like work out your chest or go for a run or, I don't know, put your kids in the car seat, right? So we want to work our back about 1 to 2 times per week. And when we do an exercise like a TRX row, we can make it lighter and do more reps. So something like stepping back from the TRX and doing about 20 repetitions for 2 sets. That would be what we call endurance. That's a good muscular endurance set. Or we can work the TRX into things like a heavy back day. So we can do 3 or 4 sets of 10 repetitions, a little closer to the TRX so we have more weight on those lats. And that can be a powerful part of a great back workout. Something like pull-ups, TRX row, maybe a dumbbell row, maybe some prone cobras, and you're in a good spot. I'd love to hear from you. Do you have a TRX available to you? And if so, have you tried the row? What are you noticing with it? And let me know. Let me know if you have some questions about incorporating this exercise into your world. Like I said, both myself and my clients use this regularly. Whether you're a beginner who needs to build some of that coordination and activation in those muscles, or if you're advanced and the goal is just to warm up those muscle groups before we do something heavy and difficult, then the TRX row is a powerful way to get that done. Guys, this has been Coach Alex Van Houten on Flex Friday. Thank you so much for joining me, and we're going to have an awesome weekend this weekend and then dive into Mindset Monday on Monday. Until next time, guys, it's just 1%. You got this.
Thank you for joining us for your 1% Better today. Don't forget to subscribe for the podcast. Leave us a raving review to tell others how Better Daily has helped you in your journey. If you want more Better Daily, download our app and join our Betterment family at betterdaily.live. Use code POD to get 25% off your subscription. That's POD, all caps, to save 25% on your subscription. We all have a cross to carry. It's lighter when we do it together. Go to betterdaily.live today.